I'm a part of international community of digital nomads from different countries, and I have been a nomad myself. I'm actually tomorrow I have my official anniversary of being 10 years. Yes. But surprisingly, um, over the 10 years, I did not get to the moment or the stage where you are right now as a digital nomad family. I'm always impressed by families like you are that choosing remote work and travel around. So I know that you travel also outside of the Japan as well, but now you are leveled it up and going to travel with a little Noah.
Well, I'm Nagisa. I'm from Nagano in Japan. Very countryside, beautiful mountain areas. And I became Nomad 2018, and I'm working as a digital marketer.
My name is Shinsuke. I'm from Kobe. It's next to Osaka. I have my own company and I work for digital marketing. Especially I work for advertising, digital advertising.
How you get to the point where you started to work as a digital marketers, while it is not really common, as I know, in Japan to work remotely?
He worked for advertising company like about for 10 years, and he didn't think about being becoming like digital nomad at all. But in my case, I love like overseas and traveling, and so I wanted to be freelance because I can travel. That time I didn't know about digital nomads, but I tried to have experience at the beginning and worked as an employee. Actually, we worked for the same company, like digital marketing company, and then I became freelancer, and I just went to Australia by myself, and then working alone. That time I didn't know about community.
together already?
No, that time only me.
Oh, okay.
We were together like since we are university students, but we how can I say? At the beginning.
Met at the university?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so early.
Yeah.
And so you let her go to Australia to work by herself?
Yeah, yeah. And after 10 years we are living together, like we got married. And that time I realized like I want to share this lifestyle with him.
Yes.
Yeah, so how can I say? I try to like push him quit the company.
Influence.
Yeah, influence.
So do I understand correctly that you've been already together as a couple? And you started to work remotely as a freelancer.
Yeah.
So you had more freedom to go to other places
Yeah,
and work remotely.
yeah.
While you've been living in Tokyo and working hard, as I really understand,
Like a
all the
typical
time.
Japanese
Typical,
employee.
typical Japanese. So you were completely comfortable that she's traveling because you are busy anyway, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, and then you saw that you are traveling yourself and you are different, living different lifestyle, and that's
yeah.
where you started to influence
Yeah.
you to
Yeah.
to quit the job and do something else. Can you talk more about this transition? It sounds easy always, but we all know that transition from being an employee until you actually have now your own company. So like this step is really hard.
Yeah.
How you managed to convince him?
So after like getting married, we had a kind of like a family meeting kind of things, like serious one, and then we talk about the future, what we want to do together or something like that. And then at that time, I proposed him to live in overseas for at least 1 year,
Okay.
like try, because I feel like living outside of Japan is really good experience.
Yes.
Yeah, if I think about long term.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to share the the things what we really love. So in my case, like traveling and also like travel lifestyle is really important. The most maybe one of the most important things. So I wanted to share, and but that time he loves his lifestyle. He couldn't think about how can I say other lifestyle because
Yeah.
all his friends is like similar to him. So yeah, it took long time, like 2
More
years,
than 1 year.
more than one
We-
year. So our first plan is just quit the job and then fly to other country, and then live there like for 1 year. And that was our first plan. And
Yes.
like that time, it was Australia. So and then after that, if we like the lifestyle together, like in overseas, maybe we stayed. We didn't talk about that. We just thought 1 year overseas and then come back.
So how was the experience of the first year? How did you like it?
I love it. I felt free.
Really?
Yeah, and so I felt I can focus on what I want to do, or what we want to do. So after that, I started to think how can I earn money, or how can we do living keep this lifestyle.
Yeah. I mean, you've been a working hard person in Tokyo,
Used to.
and you love that.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah, at that time. So, what is something that you found in this first 1 year trip that you loved so much?
When we trip to Bali in Canggu, but at that time we didn't know digital nomads. But there is a Canggu or a few co-working space, and there are a lot of remote workers all over the world. So I was shocked. For this lifestyle, they work freely, remotely, and another time they went to beach or drinking, and but they look like very happy, and they live their life. So I want to become like this lifestyle. So yeah, Changu or Dojo was very inspired me.
That's a very good answer. And I've been in dojo also 3 times. And I think dojo one of the most inspiring experiences I had on my early ages. So bad that dojo is not open anymore. The whole world is crying for dojo.
Yeah, we really loved.
So you made it. You convinced your husband to finally see what you loved about this lifestyle.
Also, when I convinced him, I also didn't think keep this lifestyle like for long. Also, I was thinking just 1 year or something. So for me, also the dojo inspired me. Like, yeah.
So what happened after 1 year? You came back to Japan.
After coming back to Japan, maybe after 1 month or 2 months, we start traveling in other countries. So, United States, Mexico, or Cuba, or and East Asia, Southeast Asia. So we start traveling all over the world.
Before COVID happened.
So what is surprising me the most is that first of all, over the 10 years, I have never met any digital nomad from Japan. And even after COVID, while remote work becoming more common, it's still I don't see many Japanese people deciding like you, okay, let's go somewhere else for 1 year. Why is that? And why you are different?
So I feel like in terms of like job, we were lucky. Like we chose like digital marketing, like not because not because we wanted to be digital nomads, but I think it's very how can I say, suitable job for digital nomad. Yeah. Another thing is language, maybe. Language and experience. I studied in Australia like for 1 year, and I feel not so many like Japanese people like go abroad
Yes.
besides short trip.
Yes.
Another thing is Japanese people like because of Japanese work style, because Japanese people work really hard. So if you really think about what you want to do in the future, it's really easy. Like time flies really fast. So how can I say? Yeah, if digital nomads are around you, maybe they influence the people, but there's not so many digital nomads yet, so they don't know about that kind of lifestyle. So
How do your culture is very very different. How do you feel when you go abroad to different countries and meet other cultures that like sometimes opposite from what you know?
yeah,
How
so
do you feel?
in other countries, it depends on countries, but I felt like they enjoy their lives a lot. So they work for their like holiday or that kind of like their fun. Like I felt like that.
And in Japan, no?
Japan,
Most of Japanese, I think, first priority is working, and second priority is family or their life. But the other country is opposite, of course, opposite. But yeah, it's a very totally different.
Can you name maybe a few differences? The biggest differences, culture differences between Japanese, like you, and other nationalities when you go abroad. That is something that you see that is so different.
we
Japan is island, and we have been growing with only Japanese people. Yeah, so we didn't know as a culture, or we didn't experience as a culture, and
that like going to school, university, working, and
Right.
retire. After retiring, they start enjoying their time or something like that.
You're a very fascinating couple. Fascinating. A few reasons why. First is that you decided to open up for different countries, and then I also heard, first of all, you met in the university, and when you threw all of this path together, so you did not decide separate, the words. You have amazing kids right now and going to travel together. Can you share some wisdom with us Europeans who throw away relationships too easily? Like one of the biggest problems with digital nomads is that most of the people are single because no one wants to commit and go through these difficult times together as a couple. Can you share some of your personal wisdom, how you managed to go through university until now, building the digital nomad family, changing jobs, lifestyle, everything together, and you are still supporting each other?
Okay. So we often talk about future together, like what we wanna do. We maybe family meeting. Family meeting is a key. Family meeting.
Family meeting.
weekly, weekly. It happened weekly.
Do you have a regular time and
6 p.m. Friday.
But we often talk about our future or for what we wanna do.
Like as a project. Yeah, なんだろうね。
what happened if you talk about the future and it's not aligned when you want one thing and you want another thing? How you find the middle ground?
Try one thing. We think trying is very important. So and then after that we can decide. So like if we have different opinions, maybe we try like both, if possible. Yeah. Yeah. And after that we decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the beginning, like when he quit the job, that time also I said to him like, if you don't like living in overseas like for 1 year, and if you didn't like it, we can just change our lifestyle. We can come back to Japan and then stay here, and yeah, something like that.
Okay, can I ask personal question? Um, I've heard that many Japanese people don't have kids, and it's a problem. Yeah, and that's a problem for society.
Not many people don't have kids. They just have one maybe kids. Yeah, many people like that.
Okay.
Too many. But
Not two, not two, not.
these days compared to
Yeah, compared to
before,
before.
before like 6 or 7, or like grandma period.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't feel like people don't have kids.
So they have, but just in a, like one.
Yeah,
So
one or
that's why
two,
the
one
old
or two.
population is just
Yeah,
declining.
yeah.
What is your favorite places in Japan? And what places would you recommend outside of Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka? Like I would go to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka anyway. But what other places that fascinated you, you loved, and you would love to, you think that it's suitable also for digital nomads to visit?
Yesterday I told you about Miyazaki.
Yes, fair enough.
We love Miyazaki. We visit a lot of places inside of Japan too, but Miyazaki has like very relaxing like atmosphere. I feel like similar to Canggu. Like after work you can just go to the beach and then enjoy surfing, also yoga, and people are so friendly. And then yeah. And also there are co-living space also, like how can I say, it's there is a big community there, like surf and yoga school has a big community, and then many local people go there, and then also of course like travelers, digital nomads also can join there, and then you can make a lot of friends there very easily.
Give me another place.
How about Nagano? Niseko has a very good nature. Uh, a lot of
Good for
good
working.
mountains. Yeah, there are a lot of working place, so you can work everywhere, and you can experience snowboarding or skiing, and you can use English. The place there
Oh
are a lot of foreign.
yeah. If you think about language,
Yeah,
yeah,
so it's
we can.
easy to communicate.
Okay, can you repeat three names once again?
Yeah,
What is your favorite three places within Japan?
Miyazaki, Nagano, and Okinawa.
Perfect.
Now,
Okay,
now Miyazaki is not famous, but it's gonna be famous. So you guys should come to Miyazaki.
As soon as possible.
So-
until it become famous. One question about the family part is that have your philosophy on raising your kid has changed since you became a digital nomad, and how you think would be with the school, with education, with are you going to stay mostly in Japan, or are you still gonna keep traveling?
So this is our first kid, so we don't we
Haven't decided.
yet, but we will try to. We wanna have experience to stay in overseas for like around 1 month with baby. First for few times, and then we will decide. But um, at the moment, I think maybe 2 or 3 months per year. I wanna stay in overseas with her with them. But maybe we will choose the destination like very safe and also not like adventure place, especially when she's little.